Wait,
For women, it takes us about 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes to have an orgasm or to light up. Men are like microwaves. Women are like oven. We're quick and slow.
I like that. Can I say that one more time?
Men are like microwave. You turn it on quick, 30 seconds, you're done. Women are like ovens. It take a time for us to preheat and warm up.
Simmer.
It
Yeah.
always tastes better in an oven.
Well, let's just say.
Mic check. Welcome back to another episode of Shalisa Marie Radio. This is episode 3. And as you can see, I'm with the ladies tonight. What up, ladies? Chilling. Long week.
Long gloomy week.
Yes.
Last week. You didn't do anything. Exactly. Last week.
I can relate. And we are actually at the table with an amazing entrepreneur, a Black woman, actually. Her name is Donna Savage. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Thank you. We met very spontaneously.
Yes, we did.
But here we are. I'd like you to kind of tell the audience who you are, what you do, where you're from.
The whole nine.
The whole nine.
All right. So my name is Donna Savage. I'm a relationship / sexual / sensual coach. Yes.
You already know what we're getting into today.
I live and I breathe sexuality and sensuality. I've been doing this for the last 11 years plus. And every day, I mean, I can talk about sex and sexuality and sensuality like I'm speaking about my children. So it breathe and roll off the tongue very easy. So I am very open to whatever question or dialogue that this beautiful young energy is emitting right now. Like I'm really open.
Yay.
Yes. So let's
Thank
do
you
this.
for being here.
Yes.
Coming. We're very excited.
All we talk about is sex.
Yeah, pretty much. That's always
so-
the underlining conversation.
It always goes back to
It
that.
always
So we
goes
just
back
need
to
some
sex.
actual facts now.
Exactly.
Yes.
Does anyone want to ask their question first? What's your curiosity?
Well, I'm
Just
very
throw it
curious,
in.
like, what does it mean to, like, do what you do? Like, how do you get into that? How do
Right.
you, like, what makes you, like, you know what I mean?
How
like,
did you start?
Yeah.
You know what? It's so funny and it's a great question, by the way. My background is Jamaican, and as a Jamaican or West Indian, I'm going to say sex was frowned upon for many, many years.
How unfortunate.
And very unfortunate. And for years, I was telling the joke when I got pregnant at 21. I'm 21, working full time and going to school. So I was bringing in my own money, but we're all living together. And I was more ashamed that I was pregnant than I was having sex. Wow. So the shame was around the sex. You know, now everyone is going to know that I'm having sex. You know what I mean? Not that I was pregnant.
wow.
It's
I
the
feel
fact that people are going to know that, oh my God, she's having sex.
And sorry to ask, were you married then?
We were common law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so good.
We were common law in the family, but everybody else didn't know. You know what I mean? You know, so the other family didn't know, but my mother and we knew, but everybody else didn't.
Oh, okay.
You know, and that's where it is. And my mother honestly thought, although he was in the house that we slept in different rooms, common law. I was supposed to, he had my room and I was with my other siblings, but she didn't realize I would be sneaking in. You know, but that's what I'm trying to show you. That's where their mindset is, right?
Yeah.
You know, she's going to listen to me because West Indian parents deal with an iron fist.
Yes.
Say what I say. You know what I mean? You listen. This is how it goes. And I realize, you know what I mean? So that's how, exactly.
Right.
So for many years, that's what we were led to do. So shimmer on sex was very hard for me. You know, dying 4 kids later, 25 years of marriage, didn't have an orgasm.
Damn.
25 years?
25 years. So we're going to be talking about
Oh,
orgasm.
please, let's
we're going to
get
be talking
into
about
that.
Yeah,
true
let's get into
orgasm and clitoral orgasm.
That's
Didn't
scary.
have both for many years. In the last years before divorce, I couldn't keep it in any longer, and I mentioned it to my sister. It's going to be my book that's coming out soon, and she says, "Let's go buy a vibrator."
Period.
Refused to go into the store. I was this is on Young Street, so I was across the street watching her going in. She went in, brought it in. She said, "Donna, this will work," and I said, "Whatever." I took it home, and months it sat there, and then one day, frustration. Because I'm watching porn and these girls are going on crazy, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, something is wrong with me." So decided to use it. And it's
Right?
like my eyes got crossed. I was like, well, then this is just clitoral orgasm. Because that's all women talk
you're
about.
right.
Yeah.
It's clitoral.
It's
Oh my
clitoral.
God,
It's so easy.
It is a very easy thing.
Yeah.
Because you're playing with the hood. Because remember, the hood of the clit is like a penis. It's a mini penis, right? So we have 8,000 nerves, and that's all people talk about. Every book that I read, oh, the clitoral has 8,000 nerves or more. It's very sensitive. You're going to guarantee an orgasm. They're not lying. You're going to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
But it's a quick, and it's done.
Yeah, and then you're like,
So right.
throw the vibrator.
It's
like,
done.
and then you're like,
Or it's just super sensitive after that.
You can't touch it,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. After,
Yes,
no.
but so people are not understanding the true essence of real orgasm. We're just talking about clitoral orgasm, and for years I thought that's the only thing that existed, clitoral orgasms, right? So I thought I was the queen now because I'm having an orgasm by a vibrator, still not having an orgasm,
During
clitoral or
sex.
anything during sex.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So where's the disconnect for
Yeah.
women? Where's the disconnect?
Yes.
So
So
that's
can you
all my.
explain that?
So where
so
is
we're gonna
the
jump- okay,
Yeah,
let's
let's
jump
get
in there.
into it.
Yeah,
I was
let's
like,
jump in there.
let's just jump into it because
I think they
That's
want
the
to know.
big question, I think,
Yeah.
like for a lot of like
Women.
Yeah.
is like, just like what is an orgasm and what are the different kinds and like
Right.
actually understanding it within yourself.
and how do you attain one?
So if I ask you ladies here, since we're going to be talking open and honestly, where is your erogenous zone? What turns you on about your body? Yeah, you. I'm speaking to
Shay,
you first.
you go
Shay,
first.
what's your name? Shay?
You go
Like
first, Shay.
physically, like what do I
Yeah,
like?
what do you like? What part of your body that turns you on? Do you just touch it and it's like send electricity
my
right to your
vagina,
body?
like my vagina,
Well,
obviously.
we're not
but-
talking.
No,
I said
no.
keep
I
your
would say my
vagina.
boobs. I really like my boobs. Yeah.
Is that the only part of your body that?
No, my boobs and my ass for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What about you?
Definitely here. My neck, shoulders. It's done. Myself, like you could touch yourself there and that's it. You're like, well, like it makes me feel that like
Sexy.
sensual. Like I feel
See,
like
this is
you
what I'm
know,
talking about.
Yeah.
What about you?
Boobs.
For me, my boobs, but like if I really want to feel sexy, I have to look at myself in the mirror while masturbating. Like I just feel
wow.
a little bit
Too
more
quick.
sensual with myself.
All right.
But I've only learned that from watching podcasts of people telling
See,
us to do that.
This is before your
P.
Me, I like my lips, when I put on a nice set of
Yes.
lipstick. And I love my abs and my ass for sure.
Period.
And I have nice feet.
And I
do.
hear what you're saying. You like your lips, you like your abs, you like your ass, but what turns you on?
What turns me on about my body?
Yeah, where is your erogenous zone that if somebody, even if you're touching by yourself, what makes
I
you
like
feel
watching
good?
myself dance in the mirror.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Gotta watch yourself.
Or putting on some nice lingerie and then I like doing that.
So this is the thing, because so many people don't understand about the importance and how powerful our body is. Shalisa just mentioned just by looking at yourself. So orgasm starts with us as women because we are responsible for our orgasm. I had a live podcast on Tuesday, and the topic was, are men responsible for women's orgasms? Okay, we are responsible for our own orgasms. So men help in some way.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Okay.
gonna say like
And
only
men-
us.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say only us. It helps, but it starts with us. It starts about in communication. You have to definitely have communication. Can you imagine, Shalisa, are you ladies are having sex with a man and it feels nice? You feel like, okay, I feel like something is coming on right now, right? And then Mr. Buddy decides to switch on you. And you're not going to say, where you going? Come back.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, but this is the thing, right?
Wait,
For
go back, don't
women,
stop.
it takes us about 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes to have an orgasm or to light up. Men are like microwaves, women are like oven. We're quick and slow.
I like can you say that? Yeah. Can I say that one more time?
Men are like microwave. You turn it on quick, 30 seconds, you're done. Women are like oven to take a time for us to preheat and warm up.
Simmer.
Yeah.
It always tastes better in an oven.
Well, let's just say.
Literally.
No one likes microwave food.
Yeah.
But that's
Okay,
why we're not
interesting.
talking about the mic, but we're talking about how quick it is. So for women, we need to be the biggest orgasm is our brain, or sexual orgasm is our brain. So a man can be talking to you and just be nice and say beautiful things, and as a woman receiving that stuff, it makes us feel good. But how are we going to feel good? We have to feel good about ourselves first and foremost.
100%.
Snaps to that.
So if you're not in love with this body, you're not going to have the true orgasm. And we're talking true penetrative orgasm. And number one thing is, women are not, we don't know how to breathe. People are breathing from their chest. You cannot have an orgasm by breathing from your chest, number one. Yeah. You can't have an orgasm being stiff. Yeah. Because everything needs to be flowing. We have to flow, like the river or the wind going through the tree. We have to flow. Yeah. Because a lot of people, so in orgasm, we have to definitely deepen your diaphragm. It's a in and out type of thing, right? So you can't be breathing from up here, because most of the times that's what we breathe. We breathe from our chest because we forget how to breathe. Because of whatever stresses or uncomfortability that we're going through or whatever. For instance, somebody frightened you, is like, what happened? You stop breathing. Right? So to breathe from your diaphragm, we all forget to breathe from our diaphragm. In order for you to maintain an orgasm, you have to learn how to breathe properly. Breathing properly and relax. Because if you're going to stiffen, okay, I'm going to come. No, that's not it.
You're thinking about it too much, right?
Thinking about it too much. We're not going with the motion and enjoying it, right?
But I think a big problem is, though, too, is when we're having sex, there's never been a time where a guy has stimulated me down there for 20 minutes. And or
the whole thing is 20 minutes.
Or even, I was about to say even sex. Like, because...
At most. How do you
attain, like, the orgasm outside of a clitoris?
But this is the thing, Shalisa. Foreplay is not only fellatio or cunnilingus. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be oral sex. Foreplay is just not only oral sex. It could be just hanging out. Play some dandy shandy, do something. You know what I mean? Just play, kiddie play. As I said earlier, even a sexy message. That's foreplay.
You
know what I mean? Because remember, you're playing with your brain.
You're
playing with your brain, right? You're playing with your imagination. It's just like, even if for men looking at porn. Let's talk about porn for a second. For many years, I thought these women were having fun because they're making so much noise and it looks delicious, and it's just all an act. How are you going to have crazy orgasm? You're breathing from your chest. You're not enjoying it. So all the energy is not down on your yoni. It's all the way up in your chest.
Oh, shit.
So we used to feel jealous, and we've seen all these cream and stuff, not realizing most of these women are stuffing their vagina with yogurt.
What?
All right,
in
then.
porn?
Yeah.
Wait.
All right.
That's a lie. Film.
I will never watch porn the same again.
It's
Yogurt?
a business, yo.
It's a business.
It's a business.
It's the illusion. It makes money.
Yeah, they got to do that.
Yeah. Yogurt, plain yogurt, just push it up and hey, you even squirt in the same thing.
Oh my God.
Water
in there.
I was wondering why it was so much.
Is squirting natural?
Yes, it is.
Squirting is natural.
Yes, it's natural.
I've never been
Some
able
of my
to
friends
squirt.
are squirters too.
Yeah.
So they told me.
So is it true that like only some women can?
I believe that most women can. I believe, again, it all depends on how comfortable you are with your partner or comfortable you are with yourself, and drink lots of fluid.
Yeah.
Well, that's natural.
Hydration.
I'm always full up there. Someone told me that if you don't pee before, otherwise you won't get an orgasm. Is that true?
Well, no, empty your bladder.
Yeah, no, that's
empty your
uncomfortable
bladder.
too.
No,
because then you're gonna be like kind of
thinking
about
about
it.
it.
Yeah. No,
And
empty your bladder.
holding your pee, I feel like that hurts. Exactly,
Yeah.
it does. Oh,
You don't want to get
in
no
general.
infection. Empty your bladder.
Yeah.
If you want to pee, go pee.
I've never tried it. I just heard
That's why it works for them, I think.
I just heard.
around the block.
Right.
I was like, no way, because you really have to go. It's not. They're pressing
Yeah, go empty your bladder because you don't want to get a infection from that too, right?
So why do you think men and women miss the mark when it comes to orgasm?
Women miss the mark is because of how we feel about themselves. Because I'm telling you, the minute I start taking the shit back and owning my sexuality and owning who Donna Savage is and take the ownership of why I wasn't fulfilling me sexually is when I start having an orgasm.
So confidence.
It's confidence.
It's literally
Okay.
confidence.
It is. Because it's literally confidence. And when you talked about, when you look in the mirror and you're dancing, to stare at yourself, it's the most powerful thing. So part of my everyday routine is me looking in the mirror, just staring at me. I remember I used to stare in the mirror and I never saw how beautiful I was because everything else was about the scars or no, I'm not talking literal scars, but I would find every excuses.
Yeah.
Oh, a pimple here. And I never had the chance of actually looking at myself, or even in the book it mentioned, or this is 25 years of marriage, eh? And a little bit after, because I thought I was an ugly duckling. Like seriously, I danced for years, and then I don't know why I stopped. And then I went on a date, my first date after marriage, and the guy looked at me and said, "Oh my God, Donnie, you have such beautiful eyes." I'm thinking,
What do you want?
Yeah.
right? And he saw and he said, "Go home and look in the mirror." I did went over the mirror, look in the mirror. I did. And I'm thinking, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Who
What does he see?
what is he seeing? And I didn't see it. And I went back maybe 2 months after and I actually looked. And I started to cry. Because I looked. I wasn't looking at the flaws. I looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it makes a difference because I've seen so many women walking around, and they're acting and they're doing all these things. But if you catch them one away in their room or by themselves, it's a total different conversation that they're having in their head.
100%.
Yeah.
Because people used to look at me and thought, oh, because I'm always smiling, but I have no clue what's going on in here. And as a person, because I was a natural introvert. And I still like when people are asking about COVID, if COVID affected you, not really, because I like my alone time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
What's your sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Oh.
We got two Aquariuses in the building.
Right? And that's what we are. We like our alone time. We need to recharge.
Exactly do.
We'll be out, but we have to recharge. And I would look at persons and then says, you know what? I'm not going to say anything, but you look at them and I can see that they're unhappy. Why? The eyes don't lie. The eyes don't lie. We have to pay attention to us. And as you mentioned, we have to go and deal with that little child that's in us. Yeah. And I speak to her every morning. I do the eye contact thing and, just being grateful. And Donna, you're actually having great orgasms now. Yeah, and we're not talking about orgasm, we even with solo orgasms too.
Yeah. Because that's the goal. Like, that's the goal for every woman is to have an orgasm during sex, not clitoris stimulation, but during sex. So wait, how does that happen though when he's inside of you?
So this is where I'm telling you. So you're going to be just relax and start breathing from your diaphragm and release and contract your yoni. Meanwhile, it's penetrating, you breathe and just. So I know my girlfriends are saying, "Donna, it's uncomfortable. I can't concentrate." But if you're in the moment of euphoria and relaxation and just love, and just being in the moment and not thinking about what happened earlier,
present.
you have to be present in this moment right here. This is where mindfulness comes. We have to be right here. It's only person only person exists is me and this mic, nobody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So tonight it's just me and you.
Yeah.
So we have to learn to relax. Be mindful of no mind. And when I said no mind, nothing exists than your breath and that person in front of you and your yoni muscles and the energy that's flowing. Because if you pay attention, you actually feel the energy.
Yes.
You can even bring the energy down. So you're lying and you're feeling all lovey and fuzzy. And I swear, if you breathe, you open your eye, you want to have eye contact with him because I believe that the most powerful thing is to eye contact together
100%.
and heart to heart breathing. And if you're okay with that, do that. And actually have that euphoria of energy. Just follow it and carry it down. But again, you have to be comfortable with yourself.
Yeah.
You have to release and carry that energy. Just let it flow. Let it flow. And you'll be so surprised what happens. Is it easy? No. Hell no.
Yeah, it's practice.
It's practice. And because we're humans and for so many years, our minds are always all over the place. Yeah. So we have to learn to be in the moment, be mindful, be present. Be present.
Be present.
Be present. Number one thing. Yeah.
But do you think that like for me personally, like I haven't, like I've been celibate. But do you think like using a vibrator as stimulation too much can like create a disconnect between me and another person?
No, I don't think so, because what we're going to do, there's nothing beat human flesh. Skin to skin connection. The vibrator is just to satisfy me right now. But at the same time, when you're using vibrators, I want you ladies to put it on the mildest vibration as possible. We do not want to put it too overpower.
Yeah.
We do not want to desensitize your clit, because it can desensitize it. I sell vibrators, but for every client that I talk to and sells who calls me, put it on the mildest. If number 1 vibration, put it to 2. Do not go over 5 or 6, because we do not want your clit to desensitize. But if you do put it over 5 and 6 and have that orgasm, don't use it every day.
Exactly.
So you use the vibrator 1 minute, then use your hand.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we do not want to desensitize it. It's because, again, it's just like a penis too. And this is the thing too. My son and I always argue about this. You know how men have circumcised?
Yeah.
So the circumcision, the skin, the foreskin that comes off, for men who doesn't have that foreskin, they get more desensitized than men who does not circumcise, because the
100%.
skin is what
Okay.
covers the hood of the penis.
Interesting.
And it's
You know
always
what I
rubbing
mean?
against her pants
Yeah,
and everything.
exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Even for women, the lip is what covers the clit. So most women who has a bigger clit, they get more desensitized faster than a woman who has her clit, the vagina, the lips that covers it.
Yeah.
Because it's covering. It's like, it's like a cover.
Yeah.
We know what type P has.
You know?
Wow.
Lessons.
Exactly, man. Like,
Wow.
Back to your question now. A toy would never replace a man or a woman, whatever you're into. It would never replace it, because skin is the best thing ever. Human touch. You know, you imagine using the machine, and then, okay, who are you going to hug up now? A pillow?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a toy.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually started with a pillow.
Yeah, I know. I
hope you watched it after.
I've seen it.
Yeah. No, like when I was younger, like when I first started to get into like sexuality, I didn't know anything about vibrators. So yeah, the pillow was
Yeah,
the go-to stuff.
Pillows and
Shower.
shower head, the bottom of the bathroom top, the tap in the bathroom. Put your legs up and
Yeah.
I wasn't doing all that.
I was bars. Wow.
Before I
Yeah,
get
that was
caught,
good.
my mom would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Just lock the bathroom door.
Yeah, and then she's banging on that bitch.
I just wait till
before
no one's
come.
home. That's what I used to do. I used to wait till like no one was home, and then I'd just be
Do your
crazy in the
thing.
shower.
Yeah, just do your thing. Do you believe in using lube during sex? Do you think we need
You
that?
have to. Well, if your body doesn't produce natural lubricant, yes. Oh, listen, lube
All
is
day.
great. Lube is great because it makes for less friction.
Yeah.
Even if your body produces lube or wetness, the lube gives it that different feel. But every time you're going to buy lube, make sure it's non-hyperallergenic, paraben-free, natural stuff.
Okay.
Because anything, especially as black women, we're prone to get yeast infection
Yeah.
or BV. So don't use any scented things in your vagina.
Do you
Yeah.
sell that? Do you sell lube?
I sell everything.
Okay.
She has a whole
Did
website.
Did you bring
go
a
on my
sample?
website?
Yeah, in the description box below.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
What
out
about
the
like
website.
coconut oil? Coconut oil is a
You can,
lube?
you can use coconut oil, but it's not all of them again. You
Okay.
have to use a real organic coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah,
got some at home.
because people are saying, "Oh, coconut oil this," but you have to again.
from a
It's
grocery
mixture. You have
store.
mixture of different coconut
Yeah.
oils, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So, do you think that men and women can, of this generation, can actually have a satisfying, long-lasting, healthy sexual relationship today?
I believe that they can. Again, it's an individual thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't always say, "Oh, yes, we can." It's an individual thing. It's your mindset. It's where you are. It's what you want. But I do believe that if you know what you want, you can get it. But you have to pay attention. You know what I mean? Because I see what people are looking at. I was talking to someone today, and he says, "Oh, I like my woman 5 this, that." I said, "That's it."
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Yeah.
I could throw you on right now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't want that. We want you to have that connection.
That mental, emotional connection. Yeah.
Connection.
That matters in the bedroom.
It matters in the bedroom, out of the bedroom, in the car.
Yeah, you're right.
It matters.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yes, it does.
It does. You know, but I don't know.
Do you think, kind of back to the porn conversation, do you feel like porn kind of is maybe kind of the root or a factor in why like sexual relationships don't work between men and women? Because like the depiction of porn being somewhat, violent. Not all porn, I'm not saying all porn, but
But like extreme, like you come every time.
Yeah, like
it's
just
super
these
wet.
like standards that
Yeah.
like, that aren't maybe realistic. Like, do you think that is...
You know what? I believe it has a lot to do with it. And the thing about with porn too, it desensitizes people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm watching porn, so I'm going to meet you. I'm thinking, you know what? You need to be like Pinky over here, or you know what I mean? And then start start comparing. We can't compare because I'm going to tell you something. And a lot of times when these women who are doing porn, after everything they use, especially we have anal loops, right? And with some of the anal loop, it's called desensitized anal loop. So you've seen those women having anal sex and they're banging the shit out of them.
I was
Like
wondering.
a numbing.
Yeah,
almost.
it's like
A numbing
Novocaine that you put on your when you're going for the dentist. So you can imagine when she's
That come
done,
down.
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
You know what I mean? So it's a fantasy, it's an illusion. It's just like even when you watch TV period and you have society showing what is the norm, what's beautiful, and then you have young women and older women thinking, I want to look like, but I don't look like that. So she's beautiful and I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like porn is playing with people's mind and thoughts. And you're just like, and I think that's why a lot of people, I'm not beautiful because I don't look like what society says that I'm supposed to look like, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
To change the topic a little bit, what advice do you have for people or couples who are trying to spice up their life, like their sex life?
Google.
Google. Period.
You can find so much shit on there.
Yeah.
You know, Google.
Or what if they're not? Okay, no, sorry, go.
If people don't want to spice up their sex life, except they probably don't want to be together and they're boring.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much things going on out there and too much information out there for you to have a spicy sex life.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That is facts. Watch a movie.
There's so much. That's what I mean. Like, so it's like if someone, I never understood how like couples when they're like older and like they're like, oh yeah, like we're not having sex anymore. Like it's just so boring.
They don't
like,
want
it's
to.
a choice.
He doesn't want you.
They don't want to. It's a choice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you
there's no
too.
way.
Even as for some women, and the older they get, and men too, their sex drive may drop, but it's hormone imbalance.
Yeah.
Fix your hormone imbalance because you're too young not to want to have sex or to even indulge in feeling sexy.
Yep.
We are not like our parents. You know, you know what I mean, and I hope you guys are not going to be like us. That's going to change soon. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a mindset. Because this is how my mom lived and my parents live, and it's just about this age I should change. So I'm like them. No, we're not. Generational. I'm not gonna say generational curse because I don't believe in curse. I believe generational stories need to change, and it has to start somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So my story is great, and I hope my kids' story is even better, and my great grandkids' stories are going to be even better.
Yeah,
right. There's always progression. We can't stay the same place.
Because
when I look at my mother and my grandmother, it's like. My mother was a beautiful woman. She died at 65. 62, sorry.
So young.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now she's thinking, she stayed in her head. And I think that's when I woke up. When my mother was, a little before when I saw my mother was getting sick, I said, I don't want to be like my mother. You know what I mean? And then I had
people
to
die of a broken heart.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're back.
Hello.
Oh, right here.
Hey guys.
There was a blackout.
There was a blackout.
So
And we're back and we're better.
Fast forward to next week, and here we are.
Here we are to get it done.
Back with Donna.
Back with Donna. She's back at the table.
So I wanted to ask, how do you think is the best way to approach your partner if they're not doing it for you in bed?
Conversation.
Yep.
But it has to be very strategic because you don't want to hurt anybody's ego.
Right.
Because when it comes to the bedroom, ego is number one blockbuster. So you have to be very strategic.
Yep.
Even let's say, honey, let's go watch a movie together, read some books, take some quizzes, just have a real open, honest conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Communication.
Communication.
Everything.
Yeah. But it's all depends on how you do it, how the delivery is.
Exactly. Depending on how they receive that.
Exactly.
But what if they don't receive it the way you're trying to deliver it?
So they get offended.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So we have to take baby steps. We have to give them hints. When you come out and if you don't, for some people you can come out right away and say, babes, you know what? It's not going the way I want it to. You know what I mean?
Doing it for me.
No, we're not going to say that. Oh my God, you just knock him down. That's the incorrect way of speaking to someone. You're going to knock him down again. Yeah. Remember, ego is going to come up, right? So you have to be very strategic, very knowledgeable. You can't even coax them, as I said, by reading books, watching a movie,
playing card games.
Playing card games.
Yeah.
Ask, oh baby, do you know where my erogenous zone is? Do you know what turns me on? You know what I mean? Nudge, nudge.
Yeah, like a playful way. I like
that.
Yeah,
question.
that's my
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Fun facts about me.
Yeah. Let's say even if you're doing fellatio, because what's been happening lately with men doing fellatio, they're using a lot of tongue versus suck.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? So what you need to say, baby,
That's
don't lick, suck. Okay, you have instructions. You have to give them instructions.
Like
you got to really spell it out for them.
You have to.
Side to side, not up and down. No.
Have you ever been in like a relationship where the sex wasn't good?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No? You've always just like had great sex.
The reason why, after
nice.
divorce.
After
divorce, because that's how I
Okay.
knew myself. Right? But after divorce, I knew what I wanted. And as I'm telling you, energy don't lie. So you start emitting, and I'm saying, these are the kind of guys that I like, and this is what I want. And to be honest, those are the men that I manifested.
Yes.
But I mean, again, there's little ones off, like I was 10, and the reason why I brought that up and talking about your tongue is so many men do that, right? So this is where the teaching comes in. It hurts, especially if they're playing with it for so long. It gets very tender and sensitive. So, and the tongue can be very strong, and if it's hitting the same place all the time, it's get uncomfortable. That's why I say suck. It's like a sucking motion. You know what I mean? And that's more a turn on and more guaranteed orgasm if you do suck versus lick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No one sucked my clit before.
You're missing out,
Yeah. It's a conversation, yeah.
It's upstairs. 1 second. It's upstairs.
Leave it upstairs next time.
Okay. She just had to do that, right? Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, do you have any advice for, I guess, giving oral in terms of like, keeping that mental headspace and sometimes people don't really like doing it, I guess.
So this is the thing though.
Shalisa.
I hear what you're saying. Shalisa.
Wow, I said some people, I guess. She said,
if you've seen our previous episodes, I think season 1.
Yeah, no secret, I guess.
Yeah, like for me, like actually I'm actually enjoying it now, but it's only because I'm like falling in love. So like I'm like we're developing more of a connection.
She said the love word is like,
Oh my God. I just feel like I've actually personally never liked like sucking dick, like ever. Like I never liked it. I just like never enjoyed it. But I feel like
a chore.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I have to do this. But now I think because like I'm growing closer with somebody in a very mature way, I just feel like I'm like enjoying it now. So now I'm like interested in the toothbrush method, just so I can
She did last week.
Yes,
she did.
I've been doing it every single day. Yes, we'll call him.
Wow. Okay.
We'll call him.
Yeah, any advice, I guess? Like,
it's just like what she said, right? So fellatio is for men. A lot of women may not like it, but they do it to please their man.
yeah,
Exactly.
It's just like what Shalisa was saying. She didn't enjoy it, but now that she's at a comfortable place and she's fallen in love, it makes it more. So she's enjoying it more, right?
Yeah.
So for a person, you can know when someone doesn't like doing fellatio because they do it as a chore.
Exactly.
But if you love doing it, it's a total different thing. You're looking at this thing like it's the best food you ever had.
I'm hungry.
I know that's right. And one of the techniques is that I always teach in my class is the wetter, the better.
Facts.
Wetter the better. You know what I mean? For some women who can't even do deep throat or go all the way down, it's just the illusion. You know, is that you use lube or saliva and just use it to have the delusion of because the most sensitive part of a guy is the tip.
Yeah.
Right? So play with the tip. You know, give the illusion. Because I remember, I used to think it was...
That's a code right there.
Yeah, no facts. That is like that's a hack. No, like, it's the illusion.
It's the illusion. They don't know this. You have your head and you're doing your thing.
Actually, like, all of it. Necessarily doing that.
It's the illusion.
Time.
It's the illusion. You know, as long as they feel good and you feel good doing it, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, you watch, like we were saying, porn. Like, you watch porn and you see these girls and you're like, whoa, like, I can't do that. But again, illusions.
It's the illusion.
Because her throat is numb
Word
from
of
the
the
spray
day.
anyway.
Exactly.
And sound effect is everything too.
Yeah.
But the thing about it too, so even if you're making sound on that vibration sound that's coming, there's vibration on your dick. So again, it's like double pleasure. So you have this wetness, you have all this going on, and the vibration of you, you know what I mean? It's like vibrating. Because even now, one of the biggest seller that I have is a vibrating cock ring. Because of the vibration, right?
Okay. So you just like put it on him and
Put it on him. So if for a vibration ring, it's for him and for her. So me, what is on her is hitting your clit or whoever clit.
I get it.
I don't want to feel like I'm picking on you. I don't want to pick on you, but
Don't worry.
she's in love now, so I'm like, I'm addressing it to her.
We know for a fact.
Let's don't forget about Brittany. We'll get to you.
Brittany.
Donna, please tell them where to reach you on the socials.
Okay, so my social media, number one, if you say Google Donna Savage, everything comes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. But for Instagram, Savage Desires DS. Visit my website, get some toys, get some niceness. SavageDesires.ca. My book is coming out in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Heads
Exciting.
Up, shoulders back,
Congratulations.
like own your ship. That's going to come up
below.
soon.
Link in the description box below.
So yeah, you know, and all I want to say to end this is just be you.
Yeah.
Be authentic. And don't pretend to be somebody else because there's only one uniquely you.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
That was the truth. Thank you for that.
truth.
Thank you for coming on.
Wow.
Yes,
This is really
we learned
good.
a lot on this episode, man.
We did.
Yeah,
Can't wait
no.
to take it back to the bedroom.
Right?
Yeah.
Or why the bedroom?
Whenever that happens.
Where's the car?
We can take it
Right in
wherever.
the kitchen.
You're right.
On the kitchen
In the kitchen
counter.
when mommy's not home.
Right? Ain't nobody got to know. And that is the end of episode 3 of Shalisa Marie Radio. We will see you guys next week, Thursday at 9 p.m. Thank you. Bye.